I am a creative, left-footed midfielder who plays in the Premier League. I was signed by Real Madrid as a teenage prodigy before moving to North London, and I am the captain of Arsenal and wear the number 8 shirt. Who am I? Before I tell you the answer, welcome back everyone to another Guess the Player in 3 Clues, where you have to try and guess the player in 3 clues. The sooner you guess the player, the more points you will get. If you guess after the first clue, you get 2 points, 1 point after 2 clues, and then half a point after 3 clues. There's going to be 20 players today. It's supposed to go from easy to very, very hard, or at least harder, lesser known players. Are you up for the challenge? Let's start with the first question, which we already did, but let's do a little bit of a recap. This player is a creative, left-footed midfielder who plays in the Premier League. Also, not gonna lie, when I read I was signed by Real Madrid as a teenage prodigy, I'm like, damn, imagine being able to say that. They were signed as a teenage prodigy by Real Madrid, but they have now moved to North London. And finally, they are the captain of Arsenal, and they wear the number 8 shirt. For the first question, there's only 1 point available because I gave all the clues. That's what we usually do. But starting with the second player, as soon as you guess the player will determine how many points you get. So answers are not locked yet. I will read you guys the comment of the day. So in the previous video we did, one of the players, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know one of the players from last time, please go back to watch that video. Okay, so previously, the video was about Endrick. Well, we included Endrick in the video. And so Benjamin here basically showed us his deduction, reasoning skills, mentioning how Endrick moved to Real about 2 years ago. They thought it was going to be Estevao, but I said recently, so it had to been. So I said recently, and then Real Madrid, so it had to be Endrick. So for today, as we start getting more and more of these videos out, less players are gonna be in the pool to be chosen. Less of the most known players like Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar are gonna be taken off the table. So this is gonna be lesser known players as we move on. You gotta use your deduction skills, detective skills, and use all the reasoning that you can to try and get the answer correct. Speaking of which, question number 1, who is it? Your answers were locked. The answer is Martin Odegaard, or Odegaard. I listened to the pronunciation like 10,000 times. I want to get it right. I always want to say Odegaard, but it's Odegaard or Odegaard. Odegaard. Martin. The current captain of Arsenal, who also wears the number 8 shirt. Alright, now the game really starts. Here we go. Player number 2. Clue number 1. They are a physical Brazilian defender who is known for their dominance in the air and scoring from set pieces. Who am I? Lock in your answers for 2 full points. The goal today is to try and get 15 out of 20. That's going to be a really, really good score. I believe you can do it. And that way, the elite subscribers for this video will be those that get a perfect score, 20 out of 20. As we move on, there will be bonus questions or chances for bonus points, potentially. So just because you get a question wrong doesn't mean you can't get a perfect score. Which kind of doesn't make sense. If you get one wrong, how can you be perfect? On Is Mardano, you can. Alright, answers are locked for the first clue. Here's the second clue. This player moved to the Premier League from Lille in 2020 and has become a mainstay in one of the league's best defenses. So they are a physical Brazilian defender, known for their dominance in the air and scoring from set pieces. And they moved to the Premier League from Lille in 2020 and have become a mainstay in one of the league's best defenses. Lock in your answer. If you still don't know, for half a point, here's clue number 3. This player forms a world-class center-back partnership with William Saliba at Arsenal. 2 Arsenal players in a row. Ain't no way. As a Tottenham fan, not really, I'm not a Tottenham fan, but I love the fact that they get memed so much, so that makes me a Tottenham fan. So as a Tottenham fan, I can't believe we have 2 Arsenal players. Okay, answers are locked. Here is the last recap. They are a physical Brazilian defender known for their dominance in the air and scoring from set pieces. They moved to the Premier League from Lille in 2020 and have become a mainstay in one of the league's best defenses. This defense is the Arsenal defense, and their partnership is with William Saliba in center back. Answers are long. The answers are long. The answer is Gabriel Magalhaes. Again, I looked up the proper pronunciation. I want to say Magalhaes with my Portuguese accent, but it's Magalhaes, something like that. You know who it is. The one next to Saliba. You know who it is. Gabriel Magalhaes. Alright, player number 3. Your Dano clue. Before I say any other clue, I like this player. Now, think about it. Why would I like this player? There's literally, it doesn't even make sense. Anyway, like, even if you know what I like, you'll be like, Ronaldo. It's not Ronaldo. But even then, like, the clue doesn't even make sense. That's why it's a Dano clue. It could be anything. I like this player. For what reason? There's many reasons. Clue number 1. This player is an English defender, famous for his incredible recovery speed and longevity. There's a couple of players I like. Fast players. Players that get yellow cards and red cards. If you're fast and you get yellow cards and red cards, you're probably my favorite player of all time. So English defender, famous for recovery speed and longevity. Lock in your answers. Answers are locked. For 1 point, we're going to clue number 2. This player has won every major trophy available, including the historic treble under Pep Guardiola. English defender, famous for incredible recovery speed and longevity, and has won every major trophy available, including the historic treble under Pep Guardiola. And finally, was a previous captain of Manchester City and is a regular for the England national team. Answers are locked. Final recap. English defender, famous for his incredible recovery speed and longevity, has won every major trophy available, including the historic treble under Pep Guardiola, and was a previous captain of Manchester City and a regular for the England national team. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Kyle Walker. And I like him because, again, when I played FIFA 24 hours a day, he was one of the fastest Everyone wanted him on their team. Did that make sense? Not really. Player number 4. If you're enjoying the video so far, please leave a like, subscribe, tell all your friends, tell your mom. And let's get back to the video. Clue number 1. This is a French international forward and a son of a legendary World Cup winner. Who is that? Who is that? Dun, dun, dun. I will tell you your Dano hint. Again, Dano hints are free. It is not Mbappe, because as far as I know, Mbappe does not have a son. Or at the very least, not a son that can play professional football. Okay, French international forward and son of legendary World Cup winner. Answers are locked. Clue number 2. This player moved to Serie A on a free transfer in 2023 after a successful spell in Germany. Who am I? French international forward and son of legendary World Cup winner. Moved to Serie A on free transfer after playing in Germany. Lock in your answers. Here is the final clue. He is the primary strike partner for Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. Answers a lot. Here is your recap. French international forward and son of legendary World Cup winner. Moved to Serie A on a free transfer in 2023 and is the primary strike partner for Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. Answered a lot. The answer is Mr. Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram. Alright, player number 5. This is the last player in the easy category. I hope you have gotten all these right so far. Try to get 5 out of 5. Here we go. Clue number 1. An elite French center back. Praise for his composure and exceptional reading of the game. Elite French center back. Praise for his composure and exceptional reading of the game. Your Dano clue is, it is not Mbappe. One day maybe I'll just bring back Mbappe, even though we already used him in a previous video. Who knows? Maybe the next Dano clue will be, it is Mbappe. Alright, lock in your answers. Here's clue number 2. This player spent 3 separate loan spells in League One before becoming a guaranteed starter for his parent club. So went away 3 times to League One before actually getting a chance to start for his club. Log in your answers. Final clue. This player wears the number 2 shirt and is the defensive anchor for Arsenal. Another Arsenal player. I'm sorry. I apologize to all the Tottenham fans out there. It's okay. I'm sure there won't be any more Arsenal players for the rest of this video. Alright. Recap. He is an elite French center back, praised for his composure and exceptional reading of the game. He spent 3 separate loan spells in League One before becoming a guaranteed starter for his parent club. And he wears the number 2 shirt and is the defensive anchor for Arsenal. Answers are locked. The answer is already been mentioned in today's video. Mr. William Saliba. William Saliba. William Saliba. I don't know if that's a trick question because I mentioned his name, you think he wouldn't come again, even though that wasn't about him. It was about Mr. Magalhaes. Alright. We're going to the medium category now. A little bit more difficult, but not too bad. Here we go. Player number 6. He is an aggressive Brazilian center back, known for his pace and 1v1 defending. Your channel clue for this is technically Pepe, one of my favorite defenders, is Brazilian, but he got nationality for the Portuguese team. That's why he played for Portugal. So technically, it's not Pepe for this one. An aggressive Brazilian center back known for his pace and 1v1 defending. Lock in your answer. Clue number 2. He overcame a major knee injury to help his team win the 2024 Champions League final. Who won the 2024 Champions League? Who was an aggressive Brazilian center back on that team? Answers are locked. Here we go. Clue number 3. He is a key defensive pillar for Real Madrid, and he wears the number 3. You get 3 clues, and on the 3rd clue, you understand that he wears the number 3. Answers are locked. Here is the recap. He is an aggressive Brazilian center back, known for his pace and 1v1 defending. He overcame a major knee injury to help his team win the 2024 Champions League final. And he's a key defensive pillar for Real Madrid, wearing the number 3. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Eder Militao. Eder Militao. Eder Militao. Okay. Player number 7. This player is a veteran Swiss midfielder, known for his leadership and elite passing range. Your channel clue is, it is not Shaqiri. Also, I just want to point this out. In one of these videos, we learned that Shaqiri had a very insane nickname. Oh, it was basically due to the fact that he was so built, but also short. Or I think it was the Power Cube. His nickname was the Power Cube. It's so funny. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. That's one of them. Like, I learned a lot from these videos. That was one of the things that I'm very happy that I learned. That's so funny to me. Alright. A veteran Swiss midfielder, known for his leadership and elite passing range. Lock in your answers. Clue number 2. He was the tactical engine behind Bayer Leverkusen's historic invincible domestic double in 2024, also known as Bayer Never Losing. So, veteran Swiss midfielder, known for his leadership and elite passing range, was the tactical engine behind Bayer Leverkusen's historic invincible domestic double in 2024. And if you still need a clue, lock in your answers, but here we go. In a surprising 2025 career move, he returned to English football to join Sunderland. Answers are locked. Final recap. Swiss midfielder, known for his leadership and elite passing, was a tactical engine for Bayer Never Losing, and in 2025 moved or returned back to English football to join Sunderland. Where was he in England before? It was Arsenal, but listen, it's not part of the clues. I never mentioned Arsenal during the clues, so it doesn't count. Alright, answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. Alright, player number 8. Here we go. Clue number 1. This player is a highly intelligent German midfielder who has captained teams to league titles in both England and Germany. A highly intelligent German midfielder who has captained teams to league titles in both England and Germany. Lock in your answers. Alright, here is the next After a successful stint in Spain with Barcelona, he moved to the Turkish Super League. So kind of moved around a bit. So a highly intelligent German midfielder who has captained teams to league titles in both England and Germany. And after a successful stint in Spain with Barcelona, he moved to the Turkish Super League. And if you still need a clue, the final clue doesn't really help that much, but he currently controls the midfield for the Turkish giants, Galatasaray. Galatasaray, Galatasaray, Galatasaray. And your Dano clue for the day, I surprisingly know how to pronounce his name. I think. I didn't have to look up his name, but I may have said it wrong, but it's somewhat close. So what's a name that I may know how to pronounce that is hard to pronounce? Does that help? I don't know. Answers are locked. Again, highly intelligent German midfielder, captain both England and Germany. Well, captain teams to league titles in England and Germany. After a successful stint in Spain with Barcelona, he moved to the Turkish Super League, and he currently controls the midfield for the Turkish giants, Galatasaray. The answer is Mr. Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan. Alright, player number 9. Clue number 1. This is a legendary Danish playmaker with a decorated career at Ajax, Tottenham. This is for you, Tottenham fans. And Inter Milan. Legendary Danish playmaker with a decorated career at Ajax, Tottenham, and Inter Milan. Lock in your answers for the first clue. Here we go, clue number 2. This player made a famous comeback at Manchester United after his health crisis during Euro 2020, which was very scary, by the way. I am glad that they are doing much better now. So, legendary Danish playmaker with a decorated career at Ajax, Tottenham, and Inter Milan, and has made a famous comeback at Manchester United after his health crisis during Euro 2020. Answers a lot. If you still need another clue, here's the last clue. In late 2025, this player moved to the Bundesliga to lead the midfield for Wolfsburg. And your Daniel clue is, this player never played for Arsenal. Or did he? Imagine today's video is sponsored by Arsenal. Every player here has played for Arsenal. Alright, answer locked. Here's the final recap. Legendary Danish playmaker playing at Ajax, Tottenham, and Inter Milan. Made a famous comeback at Manchester United after a health crisis during Euro 2020. And finally, in late 2025, this player moved to the Bundesliga to lead the midfield for Wolfsburg. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen. Alright, the last player for the medium category and for the first half of the quiz. After this, it does get harder. So if you've gotten 9 out of 9 so far, you have a chance to get 10 out of 10. And you'll put yourself in a great position to try and get that elusive elite score of 20 out of 20. Here we go. Clue number 1. This is a powerful Hungarian midfielder known for his elite ball striking and long distance goals. A powerful Hungarian midfielder known for his elite ball striking and long distance goals. Who am I? Answers are locked. Here is clue number 2. This player is the captain of his national team and was signed away from Leipzig in 2023 to move to his current club. So again, powerful Hungarian midfielder known for his elite ball striking and long distance goals, and is the captain of his national team and signed away from RB Leipzig in 2023. You still need a clue. The final clue: he wears the number 8 shirt for Liverpool in the Premier League, and he never walks alone. That's not part of the clue. I just said that. Alright, final recap before we lock in those answers. A powerful Hungarian midfielder, known for his elite ball striking and long distance goals, is the captain of the national team, Hungarian national team, and was signed away from Leipzig in 2023 to play for Liverpool, where he now wears the 8 shirt. Answers are locked. If you need it, here's your Daniel clue. I had to look up how to pronounce his name. If you don't know how to pronounce his name, but you can visually see his name, more or less, I will give you the points. Here we go. The answer is Dominik Szoboszlai. I believe. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. That's how it was when I researched it. Szoboszlai. Alright. It's about to get harder now. Not too crazy, but it's going to get harder. Here we go. I still think you can get a perfect 15 out of 15 after this category. So here we go. Question number 11, or player number 11. Here is your first clue. The first clues they're supposed to be generic, but these are very, very specific, but I'm okay with it. Clue number 1. He is a physically dominant South Korean center back, nicknamed the Monster, which is an absolute great nickname. Not as good as the Power Cube, but I'll allow it. The Monster. Who is the Monster? A physically dominant South Korean center back, nicknamed the Monster. Lock in your answers. Here's clue number 2. This player was named the Serie A Best Defender after winning the league title with Napoli in 2023. So this will be 2022 to 2023 season. So physically dominant South Korean center back, the Monster, named Serie A Best Defender after winning the league title with Napoli in 2023. Answers are locked. If you still need another clue, he is a starting defender for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Your clue, your Daniel clue here, it is not Sungmin from Tottenham, or that used to play for Tottenham. It's also not Jerome Boateng. Where's Jerome Boateng? What's he doing? It's not him though. But I wonder what he's doing. Alright, answers are locked. A final recap. Physically dominant South Korean center back, nicknamed the Monster. This player was named the Serie A Best Defender in 2022-2023 season after winning the league title with Napoli, and is a starting defender for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Answers are locked. The answer is Kim the Monster Min-jae, J-A-E, Min-jae. Surprisingly, I didn't research how to pronounce his name properly, so we're just going to go with Kim Min-jae, or Kim Min-jae. Alright, player number 12. Here we go. This player is an explosive South American winger, known for his incredible work rate, and flair. So it's not Neymar. An explosive South American winger known for his incredible work rate and flair. Who can it be? Lock in your answers. Here we go. Clue number 2. This player became a global star at Liverpool after moving away from Porto in 2022. Shout out Porto. So, he is an explosive South American winger known for his incredible work rate and flair. Excuse me. He became a global star at Liverpool after moving from Porto in 2022. And finally, if you still need a clue, he completed a massive transfer to Germany to play for Bayern Munich in early 2026. Who is this player? Final recap. An explosive South American winger known for his incredible work rate and flair. Became a global star at Liverpool after moving away from Porto in 2022 and completed a massive transfer to Germany to play for Bayern Munich in early 2026. If you need a hint, here is your Dano hint. If you ever watched The Mask, actually no, we don't even need to do that. If you ever watched Shrek, Fiona, who was the voice of Princess Fiona, what is her last name? She shares the last name with this player. Answers unlocked. The answer is Mr. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. So, of course, Cameron Diaz is the voice actor for Princess Fiona in Shrek. Shrek is one of the all-time greatest movies of all time. But that's okay. That's not what this video is about. Maybe I'll do a whole video about Shrek. Just kidding. Alright, Luis Diaz. Player number 13. Here we go. He is a skillful Brazilian playmaker known for his vision in iconic dancing celebrations. Who is this player? There's quite a few players that dance and that are Brazilian. So just think of one of them. Maybe narrowing it down based off of the players we've already used in previous videos, in case you've watched those so far. There will be a link in the description for the playlist for these videos, so if you want to watch all of them, you can. So, a skillful Brazilian playmaker known for his vision and iconic dancing celebrations. Clue number 2. He helped West Ham United win the 2023 UEFA Conference League title. And if I'm correct, this is the third tier Europe competition. So Champions League, Europa League, and then the Conference League. I'm pretty sure we had that previously in a different video. I hope I remember that correctly. I wouldn't know because my teams like Tottenham and Tottenham don't play in that division or that tournament. We just win the Europa League. Okay. So, skillful Brazilian playmaker, known for his vision and iconic dancing celebrations, helped West Ham United win the 2023 UEFA Conference League title. Lock in your answers. The last clue is, he recently made a high-profile return to his home country to play for Flamengo. 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 Who is this player? Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta. Also, I didn't do a final recap, but too bad. This is the hard category. Lucas Paqueta. Alright. Player number 14. Here we go. Clue number 1. This is a clinical Portuguese striker, shout out Portugal, who famously scored a hat-trick on his full World Cup debut is this player? A clinical Portuguese striker who famously scored a hat-trick on his full World Cup debut. That was in 2022, if I remember correctly. And I remember correctly for one reason and one reason only. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But that's your Daniel clue. Alright, if you need another clue, here's clue number 2. This player moved to League 1, or League 1, from Benfica, shout out Benfica, the best team in the world, in 2023 to lead a new look attack in the capital. What is the capital of France? So he's a clinical Portuguese striker who famously scored a hat-trick on his full World Cup debut, and he moved to League 1 from Benfica in 2023 to lead a new look attack in the capital. Answers are locked. The final clue is he is currently the starting number 9 for Paris Saint-Germain. So the starting forward striker for Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. Lock in your answers. Our final recap. A clinical Portuguese striker, famously scoring a hat-trick on his full World Cup debut. He moved to League 1 from Benfica in 2023 to lead a new look attack in the capital. And he's currently the starting number 9 for Paris Saint-Germain. Your Daniel clue is, he played well, scored 3 goals. So in the next game, they decided to put him again instead of starting Ronaldo. We ended up losing, and Ronaldo lost his chance at the World Cup. But Portugal made it to 2026 this year. Let's see what we can do. But regardless, it is Mr. Goncalo Ramos. Goncalo Ramos. Goncalo Ramos. Alright, last player of the hard category, 15. Player number 15. If you've gotten every single question right so far, you're one question away from getting the desired score of 15 out of 20. And you're well on your way to getting the 20 out of 20 perfect score, elite score. There will be bonus questions. Okay, how about this? A bonus question right now. What number am I thinking? 1 to 10 for 1 bonus point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of the number 7. If you said 7, you get a bonus point. Here we go. Player number 15. This is a tall, physical German center back who spent nearly a decade as a leader for Bayer Leverkusen. I love the nickname Bayer Never Losing. That's such a good nickname. Bayer Leverkusen. Your Daniel clue for this is it's not Jerome Boateng. Where is Jerome Boateng? What is he doing? I want to know. Tall, physical German center back. Spent nearly a decade as a leader for Bayer Leverkusen. Answers are locked. Clue number 2. He was a cornerstone of the defense during Leverkusen's undefeated Bundesliga winning season. Doesn't really give you much. I already told you he played for Bayer Leverkusen. But he was an important part of that winning season. So if you remember that team, which you should, it was a great season. Who was the center back, German center back for that team? Answers are locked. And finally, the last clue. This player recently joined the reigning Bundesliga champions, Bayern Munich, in 2026. Who is this player? Here's the recap. A tall, physical German center back who spent nearly a decade as leader for Bayer Leverkusen, was a cornerstone of the defense during Leverkusen's undefeated Bundesliga winning season, and recently joined the reigning Bundesliga champions, Bayern Munich, in 2026. Also, I just want to point this out. While doing research for these videos, I was looking at Bayern Munich as a team, and I was looking at their trophy cabinet, and I don't remember, but all the trophies were like single digits. So this many Champions League, this many League Cups and whatever. And then there's one trophy that was in double digits, and it was the trophy for the league title. They won like 35 of them. So it's very interesting, like single digit, 35, single digit. They're undisputed best team in Bundesliga. Alright, answer a lot. The answer is Mr. Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah. T-A-H. Tah, 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 tah. Tah, 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 tah. Jonathan Tah. And ta-da, we are done the hard category. And we're going into the very hard category. Now, depending on who you support, this may be an easy category. But it may be fairly difficult, and is much more difficult than what we've had so far. I still believe you can get a perfect score. I still believe you can get 15 out of 20. So let's go. Question number 16. This is a technical Norwegian winger, known for his exceptional close control in tight spaces. A technical Norwegian winger. A technical Norwegian winger, known for his exceptional close control in tight spaces. Okay, think of a Norwegian player, but not Holland. Answers a lot. Clue number 2. He broke into the first team at Manchester City and scored a famous last-minute winner against Newcastle in 2024. Who scored a last-minute winner in 2024 against Newcastle? So, a quick recap. A technical Norwegian winger known for his exceptional close control in tight spaces. Clue number 2, he broke into the first team at Manchester City and scored a famous last-minute winner against Newcastle in 2024. And finally, last clue, he's considered one of the brightest young talents currently developing under Pep Guardiola. So, part of the reason this is in the hard category is that it's not a well-established name yet, but he is a young player with promising talent. Who is this player? Your Dano clue is his last name is kind of similar to a man that has a burger restaurant and runs it with his family, with his children, Dina. Dina. I just remember Dina. Dina, the one with the bunny ears. His wife. Oh my god, I don't even remember their names. Anyway, it's a cartoon. Blank burgers. Anyway, answers a lot. The answer is Mr. Oscar Bobb. Bobb's Burgers. Anyone watch that show? I love that show. Anyway, even though I don't remember their names. Whenever I do these videos, and I'm like, I don't remember this. I can't believe I don't remember. As soon as I'm done recording, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I remember now. I'll remember eventually. Okay. Oscar Bobb. Okay, question number 17, player number 17. Clue number 1. He is an explosive French winger who can play comfortably on both the left and right flanks. A explosive French winger who can play both on the left and on the right. Who is this player? Answers are a lot. Clue number 2. This player signed from Lyon in 2023 to be a central part of a new youth-focused project at his current club. So, an explosive French winger who can play comfortably on both the left and right flanks was signed from Lyon in 2023 to be a central part of a new youth-focused project. And if you still need a clue, the final clue is he is a regular starter and a primary creative force for PSG. A lot of PSG players today. Explosive French winger who can play comfortably on both the left and right flanks was signed from Lyon in 2023 to be a central part of a new youth-focused project and is a regular starter and primary creative force for PSG. Who is this player? Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola. Again, another young talent that you may know, you may not know, but it's not the likes of Dembele, or even Vitinha, or even Goncalo Ramos. This is a younger player who's still, if you know PSG, you'll know him. But again, not as well known. Here we go. We've had way too many French players, so for player number 18, we're going to have another one. He is a young French attacker, known for his clinical finishing and high impact as a substitute. So again, another young player. I'm not saying this category for the final 5 players are all young players, but I'm also not saying that. A young French attacker known for his clinical finishing and high impact as a substitute. Answers are locked. Clue number 2. This player holds the record for being the youngest ever goal scorer for his current club in Germany. Okay, so young French attacker known for his clinical finishing and high impact as a substitute holds the record for being the youngest ever goal scorer for his current club in Germany. And final clue, he is one of the most highly regarded teenage prospects at Bayern Munich. Who am I? And I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me how old he was to the year. Let's not be too crazy. If you can tell me the exact age, that's fine. But the year, just tell me how old in years was he as the youngest ever goal scorer for Bayern Munich. And I did double check that. That's partially why I know that they've won 35 league titles. But who is this player? Final recap. A young French attacker known for his clinical finishing and high impact as a substitute holds the record for being the youngest ever goal scorer for his club, which is Bayern Munich, and is highly regarded as one of the best teenage prospects at Bayern Munich. Answers are locked. The answer is Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. Alright, player number 19, the second last player of the day. 2 more chances for full points. Maybe there's some bonus points coming up, but you gotta try and lock in here. Okay. This player is a left-footed English midfielder, praised for his vision and composure on the ball. Left-footed English midfielder. Is it Harry Maguire? No. Lock in your answers. Left-footed English midfielder. Clue number 2. He made a rapid rise from the Championship to become an instant Premier League starter in 2024. So left-footed English midfielder, praised for his vision and composure on the ball, made a rapid rise from the Championship to become an instant Premier League starter in 2024. And finally, he is currently the midfield engine for Crystal Palace. I think that might be one of the first Crystal Palace players. I think we might have had one. I think. What is Zaha? Zaha was on Crystal Palace, right? I think that might have been the only other one that we've had. Alright. Final recap. A left-footed English midfielder praised for his vision and composure on the ball. Made a rapid rise from the Championship to become an instant Premier League starter in 2024. And is currently the midfield engine for Crystal Palace. Who am I? Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton. Wharton. Alright, the last player of the day. Here we go. It all comes down to this. If you've ever had to lock in, it's at this moment that you will need to lock in the most. Here we go. This is a German forward, widely considered one of the fastest players in world football. Your Dano hint is, it's not Jerome Boateng. Where is Jerome Boateng? Where are you? I miss you. Okay. A German forward, widely considered one of the fastest players in world football. Clue number 2. He developed in the RB Salzburg system before returning to Germany in a high-profile 2022 move. So a German forward, widely considered one of the fastest players in world football, developed in the RB Salzburg system before returning to Germany in a high-profile 2022 move. And finally, if you need a third clue, he is a key attacking threat for Borussia Dortmund, often used as an explosive winger. Who am I? Here is your final recap of the day. A German forward, widely considered one of the fastest players in world football, developed in the RB Salzburg system before returning to Germany in a high-profile 2022 move, and finally is a key attacking threat for Borussia Dortmund, often used as an explosive winger. Answers are locked. The answer for today, the last question, is one of the fastest players ever, Mr. Karim Adeyemi. Karim Adeyemi. Karim Adeyemi. Karim Adeyemi. Alright, that's it, folks. That's all, folks. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Or is it? Bonus player time. You know it's coming. Your final chance for points. Here we go. Clue number 1. And by the way, I'm going to read all 3 clues. There's only one bonus point available. I'm going to read them all. You guess. You get the bonus point. Here we go. Clue number 1. He is a creative Argentine midfielder and a product of the legendary River Plate Academy. Creative Argentine midfielder and a product of the legendary River Plate Academy. Clue number 2. Became the youngest goal scorer in his club's history, River Plate, breaking a record held for decades. And he recently completed a blockbuster move to join the European champions, Real Madrid, in 2026. Who am I? Quick recap. Creative Argentine midfielder, product of the River Plate Academy, became the youngest goal scorer for River Plate, and has moved to Real Madrid. Who am I? Answers are locked. The answer is one of the most highly anticipated and rated players, young players, Mr. Franco Mastantuono. Franco Mastantuono. Mastantuono. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Is this the end? I don't know. Do you need more points? If you do, my shirt, I'll give you a clue, has something on it. There's a couple of different things. Maybe it's an animal. Maybe it's an item. Maybe it's something. If you can describe what's on my shirt, I will give you 1 point for each descriptive thing. Answer in 5 seconds. What do you think is on my shirt? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You get a point for saying any of these things. My shirt has lightning. Space is okay. If you said space, no. It has lightning. But it also has a cat riding a unicorn, holding a sword, a lightning sword. So there's lightning coming from the sword. And there's a rainbow. So if you said rainbow, unicorn, cat, sword, or lightning, you get a point for how many of those you said. Alright, thank you all for watching another Guess the Player with the 3 clues. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, subscribe for more videos. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. And most importantly, take care of yourself, take care of each other, love yourself, love each other. Have a great rest of your day. And have a great sleep.